eve of my vacation. Happy eve of the last day of the week. Happy day. So today was flippin' awesome. And Jay, my awesome IT guy, if you're watching, I just got dinged. I thought I turned that off yesterday, but number one, I'm super excited about this vlog today because many exciting things happened today. And I want to fill you in. So number one, I have oily skin and I didn't even care to put powder on to stop the sheen. Okay, because I just didn't. I just want to get it out there because I'm having dinner tonight with a friend of mine at 7:30 and it's 6:46 and I'm just getting in at 6 o'clock tonight from a long day of awesomeness. Super awesome. All right, so let me tell you that I got to ride my bike, number one, so that makes a happy girl. Number two, and it was a short ride, but I still got it in. And then I got to go to Sarasota and speak to the graduating classes. They were like trickling in at the East West College of Medicine. So if, in fact, any of you are now tuning in from me telling you that I'm vlogging today, number one, I'll be surprised because I talked about executing and I'm not really sure how many of them we're going to execute, but I certainly talked about it a lot. And number two, I don't know. What's my number two? Who cares? But let me tell you, it was so good. I have two viewers. So let me first say hello to my two viewers. I'm getting today's crazy. I feel like, is it a full moon? There was a lot going on. So I love to speak to graduating classes that are entering into this medical industry that I work in. I think I probably scared the hell out of them, but in a good way. Like, we had a lot of fun. I posted some pictures of us on the Dr. Whisperer Facebook page. I hope you check them out because I was able to even put up, somebody yelled out from the crowd. One of the students yelled out. I was giving all these names. I was talking about all this information. I always want to know what my audience wants. I could give a crap. I could stand up there all day and talk about myself, but what value is that, right? So I go into immediately asking the class. I give them a little background of who I am and how I drove an hour and a half to get there, and I don't get paid for it. But I tell them that because I'm doing this like out of the kindness of my heart. Like, I want to give value to these people that are going to leave school and think that they can just open up a business and not know anything about business. It kind of scares me. So that's why it was so awesome. So I went around the room and I started at 10:30. By 12:30, 2 hours later, we had to shut it down. We just had to shut it down. So it was great because most of them in the class were going to open their own business. And it was very interesting to hear what their plans were. And I hope I was able to give them a lot of value because I was like, it's a lot of work. And what are your plans? You know? Oh, you wrote a business plan. Well, that's awesome. And I don't fault anybody for writing a business plan. I wrote one too because that's what I was told to do, but I haven't looked at it since. It's very common for people that have businesses. They write. I'm going to kill him. Okay. Charlie Brown is going out. All right. Hi, honey. Oh, my honey's home. Rob Feckety's home, everybody. So my one viewer, now I know who one of them was, and it was him. And that dog of mine, God, do I love him. My Charlie Brown. I've tried to do this vlog 3 times, but because of him, I had to stop. He's a child. 3-year-old chocolate lab. Gotta love him. So this is real life, right? This is live. This is what's going on. Charlie Brown, family, my mother-in-law's here. She's spending the night going out to dinner with my husband and my neighbor, and I'm going out to dinner with my girlfriend, who is also an old neighbor, and I haven't seen them in forever because I work all the time, and that's okay. I love working, but this is one of the things I was telling the class today. Like, this ain't no picnic. Everybody's, oh, you're having such a great time. Well, I am, but like, I'm working 20 hours 20 is an exaggeration. I would say I'm working at least 16 hours a day, every day. That doesn't change. And I'm not complaining. I love what I do. So, ooh, girl or boy, you might want to reconsider. So we had a great time. So in the audience, I hear, I'm dropping all these names. I'm like Gary V, Gary Vaynerchuk, Keith Ferrazzi, Read Never Eat Alone, Don Ardell. He was like the first wellness guy, and he lives in Tampa Bay. Jeff Finnick. You'd be surprised how many people don't know that he's starting a wellness district, and these people are in the wellness industry. I still can't get over it, and this is why I talk about it all the time. And this is why I, as the health and wellness editor of DuPont Registry Luxury Living Tampa Bay, because I want everybody to know what's going on. So if you go to my Facebook page, The Doctor Whisperer, you will see that I have a picture up, and all the names that I shouted out are on the board. One of them is Sarah Casey from Lawyer Differently, because they will need a business attorney if they're going to open a business. They'll need an accountant. They'll need a bookkeeper. I threw out Jeffrey Osborne. I couldn't remember the name of his company. It's all on the board. So if you really care to see what's on the board, go to the Dr. Whisperer Facebook page. Okay. Then after that, I was just like, you know, when I get to speak and help people before they open a business or go into the business world, and I get to give them really great advice about what to do and what it's really like, I'm telling you, it fills me up. But what I didn't tell you was what was happening before I got there. So I got a phone call from Channel 10, and it went a little something like this. Hey, Sharon, this is Channel 10 News, and we would like to cover a story today about the effects of birth control, and we wanted to see if you could be featured today, probably about 12 o'clock. And I'm like, what? Me? No, you don't want to talk to me about anything clinical. Hello, but I might have a doctor for you. She's like, oh, that's great. So Dr. Laura, my awesome, fabulous client, friend, weight loss, age management extraordinaire, knows all about this. We just talked about this yesterday at Meet the Neighbors. Oh my goodness. Like breast cancer, like birth control stuff. And he's so super informed because he's a family practice medicine doctor for 25 years. So anyway, hooked that up via text. I was to go on at 10:30. It was happening at 10:25. Okay. Had to send the story, had to tell him what was going on, all text, all email, called the director of operations, made all of that happen, and then spoke. And then hoping to God at 12 o'clock that everything is going well and that somebody's taking pictures of what's going on. He was on Channel 10 between 5 and 6, I think. I haven't seen that. But I will get the link and I will share it later. So after that, I set him up to meet somebody that I'm recruiting for him, and you can't even make this stuff up. So I set it all up via text while in Sarasota, while a million things are going on. I think everybody knows that tomorrow is my last day, and they feel like they all have to get it in. Last minute. Oh my God, it's hysterical. So this girl was meeting a client of mine, and her car overheated. And I felt so bad for her. She's so super sweet. She's like, the smoke was coming out, and I was going to just keep going, but I thought it best just to call you and tell you I don't think I'm going to make it. So I was like, what about Uber? I'm kidding. I didn't say that, but I wanted to. I really did want to. I wanted to tell her, like, just leave the car there. Go take an Uber. Oh, goodness. But, you know, that's the New Yorker in me. Okay. So then after that, I was so excited to see that everything about our DuPont casting was ready to go. So Amanda inside of DuPont, she's so super awesome. She's like managing editor extraordinaire. Like, here's Mr. Tom DuPont. Here's Amanda. Amanda hooked it all up. She took care of all of it. Jonah King, thank you so much for your help and assistance and teaching us how to DuPont cast. And then Alex Harris, oh my God, a local Tampa Bay amazing singer, is doing the music. I really, really hope that you listen to the podcast. Please, please. We're featuring only the best dentist in Tampa Bay, Dr. Amir Dowd. Feather Sound Smiles. He treats my entire family, me included, my parents, anybody and everybody that I can tell about him, I will, because he's the best and he's right in Feather Sound Smiles. So I left the link to the podcast in the show notes. That sounded like I knew what I was talking about. Is that what it's called? The show notes? Whatever. In my description. That's where the link is. It's also on my Facebook page. It's also on DuPont's Facebook page. It's also on Twitter. It will be on Instagram. But like, I have to be at dinner at 7:30. And I have to get out of this horrific leopard print blouse I'm wearing, which God only knows what made me choose this one today. It's probably because I was running late. Oh, okay, my one viewer, thank you for staying with me. I'm almost done, but I'm not done because more happened after that. So I'm driving home and I purposely I scheduled time today in my calendar to stop at a store on the way home so I can get something to wear on my vacation. Like, I haven't shopped for summer clothes in, I can't remember. It's been years. So I bought out the whole store. Don't tell my husband. Shh, he's in the other room. I hope he's not listening. I'm not going to say it, too much money. But like, now I won't have to shop for a while. Okay, and that was like a hit and run. It did that really quick. Came home. Deborah Ward, that's you? You're my viewer? I love you, Deborah Ward. Deborah Ward, can we just talk about one of the best real estate agents? That would be the Irish realtor. She sold my house. Was it 48 hours? If I'm wrong, text me. I don't know. But it was very quick. She's amazing. And I think you should look her up too. And she'll be vlogging very soon. I'm quite positive of that. Man, she is killing it, going to the Long Center every day, working out with Doreen. They're on a major competition right now. That's the thing about entrepreneurs. We're very competitive. Oh, this is one of the reasons that I want this podcast, DuPontcast, to happen, because I want to kill it. I want to kill it in the industry. Tampa Bay print magazine turned media company. Hello, DuPont, Luxury Living Tampa Bay. It's happening. Today was just another factor of it happening. I vlogged with Tom DuPont the other day. If you haven't watched it, it's gotten the most views. I didn't realize all I had to do was get Mr. Tom DuPont to sit next to me and put a big sign and have some cars around that are fancy instead of this cheese ball in the background. And holy God, 65 views, I think, compared to like the 8 to 10 that I'm getting. I'm not saying I'm not grateful. I'm grateful that I have one viewer. Deb Ward, you're my favorite so far. Okay, so where was I? Then I get back to the house and it's like catching up on all the things that I missed all day long. But there's so much going on. There's so much going on. But tomorrow I'm going on vacation and that's it for me. I signed 2 new clients. I'm going to talk to my absolute favorite integrative medicine doctor tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., Dr. Claudia Cook. Look her up. She is simply the best. And I love talking to her. I thought you were texting me again, Deb. That's why I'm looking over at my phone. Are you watching me or just listening? I'm intrigued. Okay, so please share the DuPontcast. I haven't asked for one thing in 59 vlogs. I want to say I've given some value. I haven't even asked you to subscribe, but if you're watching, could you subscribe? And like Gary Vee goes like this, and then all of a sudden it pops up. But I have I have a dog. I have Charlie Brown, who's like, he can't do anything for me. So I'm asking you. She is touching. Oh, you are watching. How oily does my skin look? And you see this right here? I was told by one of my clients on the phone today that we got to do something about that. I don't have any Botox. Who has time? If we could get a car wash that covers highlighting my hair, getting my nails done, and some Botox right here so I don't have resting B face. And if you want to know what B stands for, I mean, come on, figure it out. I'm not saying it because my husband was kind of like, you're not a cursor. Like, you don't need to curse on your vlog. And I'm not. I'm just not that person. Well, unless somebody makes me upset. And that happened today. Wendy Kelly, if you're listening, about what the story you told me. Girl, some people in business are just shady. Shade of the shade. But as Maya Angelou would say, people will show you who they are. You just need to believe them the first time. Rob Feckety, I can see you. Hi. I just wish he would come in. I wish he would come on the vlog, but he's not going to. All right, I'm wrapping it up. Please do podcast. And then, like, Alex Harris is the guy that is singing and that music comes from. He's amazing. He is in St. Pete, people. ACT. You need to look that up. ACT. A-C-T. He helps kids after school, and, like, you know, these kids can't afford, like, some of the luxuries that we get to afford to. I mean, Cooper is going to Bel Air Rec, for God's sakes. He's teaching these kids how to sing, how to dance, how to act, you know, how to be artistic, how to play the violin. They're killing it. He's amazing. And I'm so, so proud and so happy to feature him on the DuPontcast. Okay, that's it. I'm still looking at my text messages. That's terrible. I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to decide tomorrow, maybe if somebody tells me that they would like to hear from me next week while I'm on vacation, because I'm happy to bring this with me and like vlog it up from the beach. That's where I'll be with a hat on. So you can't make fun of me if I'm wearing like a really super cool hat. I bought two hats today. I have like 20 of them in my closet, but I love them. They're so pretty. One is yellow and one is blue. Ooh, girl. Deb Ward. I'm gorgeous. And I swear I am. It covers up all the gray that I'm giving myself doing this vlog. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Ciao for now. I just shot the guns at you. What do you think about that? Holler.